Scenario. As a security administrator for Develotech, you have been asked to configure your domain controllers to detect any unauthorized login attempts. Failed login attempts will be recorded and readily available for auditing purposes. Implementing this type of policy can alert you to repeated password cracking attempts, which may prompt you to take measures to prevent a system breach. Okay, seems pretty straightforward. The first thing we're going to start off by doing is signing in. So let's send the Control-Alt-Delete. We're going to do pass 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, we're in. Done. Enable auditing of all failed account login events on your domain controllers. In order to do that, you're going to go to the server manager, select tools, group policy management. So tools, come on, the system's catching up with me. So we're going tools and then to group policy management right here. From there, it's telling us that if necessary in the console tree, expand your domain object. Now we've already got that, it looks like. So then we need to select the default domain controllers policy, which we already have that here, it looks like. Yep. So okay, so we're going to let's just fucking full screen this shit so we can see what's going on here. Scroll that shit over. Expand domain controllers and select the default domain controllers policy. Okay, we have domain controllers expanded and we have the default policy selected. So now from the menu bar, select action edit. Okay, holy shit. In the console tree under computer configuration, yep, under there, expand policies, Windows settings. So policies, Windows settings, security settings, and then we're going into local policies, which I see it's right here, and select audit policy. Okay, we've selected that. In the details pane, double click the audit account logon requests on it. Okay, and now that we've done that, in the Audit Account Logon Events Properties dialog box on the Security Policy Setting tab, check the Define These Policy Settings checkbox. Yes. And verify that the Success checkbox is checked, and check the Failure checkbox to enable auditing of failed logon attempts. Holy fuck, what are you doing? There we go, and now we should be able to just hit OK. I always hit apply. I'm sure hitting OK does the same fucking thing, but I have like this OCD about hitting apply before I hit OK, because I've had software you click OK and it just doesn't fucking do anything. It's just like, you hit OK, you didn't hit apply, you didn't save, you're fucked. Anyways, verify that the policy setting for the audit account logon events policy is changed to success and failure. So we should see, oh my God, I love you, Windows. So we see this here. It is changed. The policy settings is indeed success failure. Done. Right click the start button and select command prompt. We're doing admin. And we're going to do GP update / force to update the policies here. Verify that the computer and user policy updates have completed successfully, then close the administrator command prompt window, close the group policy management editor and group policy management windows. Cool, we'll just exit this shit, exit. Yeah, there goes that. Done. Right click, start button. Actually, let me go back one. No, yeah, we got that shit done. Okay, so next. Right click the start button, shut down or sign out. We're going to do sign out. Very well. So we're shut down or sign out, sign out. Attempt to log back on as an administrator with the incorrect password. So we're going to send the Control-Alt-Delete. For the password, I'm going to do waffles. Okay. Now we're going to sign in pass 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. In the server manager, select tools, event viewer. So let's maximize this. Tools, event viewer. And once we've done that, in the console tree, expand Windows logs and select security log. So Windows logs, security is the log we're looking at. We're going to maximize this window. And in the actions pane in the security section, select filter current logs. Filter current log. In the filter current log dialog box in the keywords drop-down list, check the audit failure. Okay. Okay, I'm not following that. Let me reread this. My mind is fried. In the filter current dialog, in the filter current log dialog box in the keywords drop-down list. Okay, keywords drop-down list. Got it. Holy shit. Okay, I'm understanding. Audit failure is what we want. So we're going to check that box and select OK. The latest filtered event with logon in the task category column represents your failed logon attempt. So I'm assuming this is what we're dealing with here. Maybe. Task category column. Yeah. Okay, that's the task category column. I just want to there. Okay. Perfect. Well, that's what we're looking at. Double click the log entry to review its content. Will do. Close the log file. Close the log event viewer. Or I'm sorry, the event viewer window. I was trying to see if it would show waffle is what it was. But I'm not seeing it. Maybe details. No, I don't think we're gonna get waffle. Oh well, whatever, doesn't matter. So we're closing out all that shit. Done. Here we're gonna work with hardening a server. So we will be using the malicious software removal tool, MSRT, an anti-malware scanner that comes with Windows. In this scenario, we are a Developtech security administrator. One of our primary responsibilities is make sure all networked computers are secured in accordance with the organization's security policy. Based on this policy, a recent audit has revealed that there is a machine that needs some additional security measures applied, including scanning for and removing any malware by using the malicious software removal tool, MSRT, reverting the effects of the penetration test by disabling RDP, its remote desktop protocol, and its associated firewall rule, disabling Jane Emerson's account, which was compromised in the penetration test, and disabling unnecessary services. Good deal. Let's go ahead and do start, type MRT. A more recent version in the Microsoft Windows malicious software removal tool. Okay. Let's try that again. We're typing MRT. Oh, no, it's popped up behind us here. So it's telling us that we want to click on next. So on the scan, we'll verify the quick scan and we'll do next. Even a quick scan will take a few moments. When the scan completes, we're going to be selecting View Detail, the results of the scan link, and verify that none of the malware listed has infected our server. In the malicious software removal tool dialog box, select OK, and we're going to select Finish. So View Detailed results of the scan. Okay, we're going through making sure that we're not infected. Looks like we're pretty good. Page down, fuck it all. Okay, so that looks good. It told us that we want to just do a finish here. I think. No, it didn't tell us to do that yet. So now we're going to right click start button and select system. The system window in the navigation pane, select advanced system settings. We're going to go into the system properties. Well, we are in system properties. Select the remote tab. In the remote desktop section, select don't allow remote connections to this computer. Well, it looks like we've already got that. The remote desktop section. Yeah, we already have that checked. So select don't allow, select OK. Close the system window. Okay, done. Verify that the firewall rule enabling remote desktop connections are disabled. So from the server manager, select tools. We're going into the Windows firewall with advanced security. The console tree, select inbound rules. And from within here, we're scrolling down the list until you find 3 rules that start with remote desktop. Just tap the R key. We're looking for remote. Tap it again. So we should see, yeah, remote desktop right here. And verify that these rules do not have green check marks next to them, indicating that they are disabled. These rules were automatically disabled when you disabled incoming RDP connections in the previous step. Close the Windows firewall with advanced security window. Okay, done. From the server manager, select tools, Active Directory, users, and computers. In the console tree, ensure that your domain object is expanded and select the users folder. Right on. Now we are looking for Jane R. Emerson. She's right here. We're going to right click on her and select disable account. Okay, you are disabled, Jane. Verify that Jane's account has a downward pointing arrow icon indicating that the account cannot be used. Close the Active Directory users and computers window. Right on. Done. From the server manager, we go into tools and then to services. Scroll down, just tap the P key, go down to print spooler. It looks like we want to double click this. In the print spooler properties local computer dialog box, examine the description of the service. This service handles print jobs for the server. The server does not require printing functionality, and some malware has been known to exploit the print spooler for remote code execution, so you can safely disable this service. We do not want this. We're going to disable it. So, and let's see. So select stop this service. There we go. We're selecting stop. Okay. So, and then startup type, we're disabling that. Yeah, there you go. It's disabled. Well, we're just going to say, fuck you. We're disabling the print spool and we're stopping the service. And then we want to find the geolocation service. So that's here. We're going to go ahead and double click this. We're examining the description of this. It looks like the service keeps track of the geographic location of the server as well as enables geofencing functionality. Neither are required for the server and may expose location information to unauthorized parties. We're going to disable this then. So disable. And if it were started, we would stop it, but it's not. So just disable that shit. So, okay. And then we'll close the services window. We are done. What other methods could you use to harden the server? Answers will vary. You can ensure that a more thorough anti-malware scanner like Windows Defender is constantly monitoring the server for malicious software. You can also implement trusted computing processes at the host hardware level to ensure that malicious software never executes on the system. Whitelisting and blacklisting of apps may also contribute to a more secure operating environment. Making sure that security fixes and other updates are applied to your servers in a timely fashion is also a key component of hardening a server. Here we're going to be working with securing a virtual machine or securing virtual machine networking. In the server manager, select add roles and features. Okay, I know that this is in here somewhere. Okay, add roles and features. So then we're just going to say next. Get out of here. Next. So it looks like we are going to go role based probably. Next. On the select server roles page, check the Hyper-V box. And select add features. Click next 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay. On the confirm installation selections page, check the restart destination server automatically if required. You want to allow automatic restarts, and yes, and select install. We're going to wait for the computer to restart, and we're going to log back in as the administrator account. In the add roles and features wizard, we're going to select close. So yeah, we're just going to wait for the computer to restart, and I'll go bake a cake. All right, here we go. We are back in business. So in the add roles and features wizard, select close. I think it's probably going to auto start this shit back up. Okay, come on. Let's catch up. Yeah, there we go. So it's finishing 100%. So here we go. It was a successful close this shit. Done. From the server manager, select tools, go to Hyper-V Manager. Right there. In the console tree, select your server object. In the actions pane, select Virtual Switch Manager. In the Virtual Switch Manager for Server 01 window, create switch selection, select Private. Select Create Virtual Switch. In the Virtual Switch Properties section in the name text box, type Private Switch. Select OK. This creates a private network switch so that the VMs using the switch will be isolated from the external network and even the host itself. Okay. Good. In the actions pane, select new virtual machine. On the specify name and location in the name text, type guest 1. Okay. Next. Generation 1, click next. 1024 MB, next. On the configure networking page from the connection dropdown, select private switch. Next, the connect virtual. On the connect virtual hard disk page, select next to accept the defaults. Yep. On the installation options page, select install an operating system from bootable. Okay. And then we're doing the image ISO, going to C09, some data, implementing host and hardware. Wait. So it must be implementing host and software security, not host and hardware security. They fucked that up. So there should be a slack in here. Perfect. So we should be able to do next, finish. So we're gonna, holy shit, we're gonna do the same thing. So new virtual machine, next, guest VM2, private switch. Okay, perfect, done. I'll right click SVM1 and select connect. And now we're gonna do action start. I could have just clicked that. Verify that you are taken to the Puppy Linux Slacko boot menu. Use the arrow keys to navigate to Slack without graphical desktop. So enter on the, okay, so select keyboard. Yeah, we're basically just smash and enter the whole way through. Then we're going to minimize the VM1 window and start the second one. So we're just waiting. We're going to smash that enter key. We should be good to go. Perfect. So I think we've kind of covered that. Minimize that. We're going to connect that one and then boot it. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? You're bullshitting me. Okay. Let's go into settings maybe and go into memory. We'll give it just 512 megs of RAM then. There, fuck you. I made it work. I'm hacking the hackers. Okay, so we're gonna ping 192 once. Okay, it's not like in my keyboard inputs. Okay, network is unreachable. That should not. 192.168.1.10. Okay. Oh, verify that we received no response. Okay, so that's what we wanted. Ping the IP address of any other host in the classroom and verify that you likewise received no response. So switch to the guest VM1 window. At the prompt, enter ifconfig. So ifconfig here, yeah, we're not going to receive responses. We're split off on a virtual switch. So note the IP address assigned to this VM's network adapter, return to guest VM, and ping the address of the VM, the guest VM1. So we're pretty much just going to, we're just going to do 169.254.211.39. So we are pinging that. That's good. Verify that the connection succeeded. And we're going to do Control-C to stop pinging. VM network traffic is properly isolated from both the wider network and the Hyper-V host computer. The VMs running on this host are still able to communicate with one another. It's exactly what's intended here. So that's fucking amazing. Close both guest VM1 and guest VM2 windows. In the Hyper-V manager window, select both guest VM1 and guest VM2. Right-click and select Turn Off. In the Turn Off machine message box, select Turn Off. Close the Hyper-V Manager window. Okay, so we're pretty much just going to go in here. We're going to turn off this shit. It sounds like it just wanted us to turn off all our shit. Okay, close the Hyper-V Manager window. We're done. So now we're going to perform a static code analysis. This looks like our last learning shit for this one, which it's well due because we've almost been at this for half an hour here. We will be using Visual Code Grepper, which is a static code analysis tool. In File Explorer, okay, so it wants us to go back and just find VCG setup. You know what? It's got to be in like right around in these files. It's probably There it is. Just next through all this shit. Next. Done. We have it. On the desktop, we're going to double click Visual Code Grepper to launch it. And in the select language message box, we're going to select. Okay, maybe I'm fucking up here, but whatever. If necessary, maximize the VCG window. From the menu, select Settings, Java. The VCG tool will now only scan a Java source code file. From the menu, new file, new target directory. And we are going to navigate to the C drive in through here. And it's implementing host and software security, which that's the right one, not hardware security like I mentioned earlier. And we're going to go ahead and select that Java folder. Select OK. We did verify the newsreader.java and notes text-to-activity.java are added to the list of target files. And now it's telling us what they are. Newsreader.java creates a GUI for code that pulls news headlines from an RSS feed based on whatever search term the user sets in the app. Notes text-to-activity.java creates a GUI and functionality for a user to record text-based notes and then encrypts those notes with a password. Seems pretty straightforward. From the menu, select scan, and we're doing a full scan. Wow, it's right up top. So in the visual breakdown message box, select OK. Verify that VCG populated the results tab with issues it detected during the scan. Briefly examine each issue detected by the VCG scan. So there's these standard potential issue and a low potentially unsafe code. So this is good. I mean, it really does demonstrate to you what VCG does. I've used VCG. It's great. Now it's telling us that newsreader.java has 3 issues. A public class is not declared as final, which could enable an attacker to extend the class to malicious effect. The get intent method is not validated. If unwanted or expected data passes through this method, the app may suffer instability, performance degradation, data leakage, and more. An inner class will automatically be converted to an external class when compiled, which means that any class in the package could access the inner class and compromise it. Notes text-activity.java has 4 issues. Use of a java.io file library should be validated to ensure that data is being used as expected. A public class is not declared as final. An operation is being performed on a primitive data type, which may be exploited as a buffer overflow, and a local file is created on the device. VCG suggests that sensitive data not be stored locally on a mobile device. When you're done, close the VCG window. How does a dynamic code analysis differ from a static code analysis like this one? A dynamic analysis will run while the actual software is executing. This means that the analysis will not focus on detecting best practice violations with regard to the source code itself, but will attempt to identify issues with the software's functionality. And that concludes this. Thanks for your time. You have a great day.